asked him, I'd noticed that among his credits of films appeared in, he had a bit part to play in a film called The Island of Dr Moreau, which you might remember starred Marlon Brando and Val Kilmer, and was filmed in the north of the state. And I asked him about that, and this is what he said.
Having the opportunity to work with Marlon Brando was fantastic. And take aside the script and that sort of stuff, within 2 weeks, I got a phone. I tell the story. I got a phone call at home, and I picked up and said, "Oh, g'day," and the voice says, "Oh, good morning, David. Is that David Hudson?" I'm going, "Yes." He goes, "Hi, David. This is Marlon." I'm like, "Marlon who?" He goes, "This is Marlon Brando. I'll work with you." I'm like, "What?" I thought someone was setting me up, but it was Marlon Brando's ringing me to say that he's been given my music and he loves the didgeridoo. It's such a relaxing sound, rah, rah, rah. And I was like, wow, okay. So here I am chatting to this fella, and I work with him during the day, but I'm not as David Hudson. I'm as the bison man. I'm in a bison buffalo outfit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes an hour and a half of present every day. He has no idea what you look like under there.
No, that's right. He didn't even know whether you were Indigenous or what your background was or anything, I guess.
Exactly. And then I talked to the bloke, and I said, "Whilst I got you, mate, would you be interested in meeting my family up at a little place called Cranda?" He says, "Love to do that." So here I am taking Marlon Brando up to my mum's place in Cranda, meeting with the locals, meeting with my family. And I tell the story of how he's sitting on the grass, talking to my uncles about movies and boxing, and my mum's cooked all this, traditional tuckers that I said to my mum, I said, "Mum, this bloke used to live in Pepieri, Tahiti, so he would be very familiar with eating, fish cooked in grated coconut milk and taros." And she said, "Oh, well, no worries." So she cooked up this big feed, and then she says, "All right, the mai's ready, the food's ready. All right, David." She starts, she's the eldest. You sit down there, David, and Cindy, you sit down there. And then she said, "Oh, Marlon, how old are you?" He goes, "Oh, Mrs. Hudson, I'm 78. She goes, "Well, I'm 80 years of age. You sit down there." "Yes, Mrs. Hudson."
Amazing. Later, he caught up with Marlon Brando in Los Angeles for this story.
And so I get to Los Angeles in 1997. I ring Carolyn up, his assistant, and she's like, "Oh, my goodness, David, he's going to be so excited." He organises a car. I go to his house in Mulholland. I'm sitting there. We're having a chat. And he says to me, "Oh, you got to play at the didge for me, David." I'm going, "Yeah, no worries." So he goes and grabs me the didge. Yeah. And he says, wait, just wait for me, please. And I'm sitting there thinking, what the hell is he doing? What's going on now? And he goes out to his veranda and he yells out, "Hey, Jack, come here." And it was Jack Nicholson.
Oh, my goodness.
Jack walks in, and I'm like, my mouth's open now. I'm like, what's going on here? And that's his neighbour.
That's amazing.
And I said, well, and like as I'm telling you now, I'm looking at myself thinking, wow, here I am sitting in front of two extraordinary legends.
Yeah.
And I said to Jack Nicholson, I said, "Mate," I said, "one of my favourite movies is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest." Anyway, the three of us there drinking a cup of tea, and I'm talking about Aboriginal culture.